the auto tune, this number should go down because we've raised our pressure.
One more time, you will,
since we changed the pressure.
Jutro już nie będzie.
2500.
Have the 25 pounders, we have 22 all the time.
Go higher!
20.
Usually even when it drops below, it keeps going, I don't know. You just have to hit it that first time, but obviously it wasn't working. What were we at before? 3.7, 3.6, and now we're at 3.3, 3.4.
That's better?
It's just different because the pressure's higher.
Now he's going to have to back that off and get the other one working, right?
No, because just adjust it right to 3 bar. If they're both at 3 bar, you're not getting more fuel to the injectors, you just have more capacity for flow when you get to the top end. So theoretically the tune should stay the same if he keeps the pressure at 3 bar, 2.96, 3 bar.
But he won't have to regulate this level right away?
He will have to adjust it to 3, but the tuning itself should remain the same, the electronic part. So how confident are you guys that each cylinder is corresponding with the ones we tied in? 100%? Okay.
How many holes I can check?
but the plugs going to the injectors corresponding with the cylinder that you soldered into.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'm just wondering, maybe our number 3 was having a problem with that, but it must be something different.
We did it like one at a time.
Okay.
Then you would have 2 cylinders.
Yeah, that's true. We'd have at least 2, right? You also have the option to do map tuning, like we saw on the diesel. So you can tune based on RPM and injector pulse with it, which is basically load. So you have that option too. I usually don't use that, but you can. Compensation, I don't mess with this, but you can compensate injector pulse width based on gas temp, coolant temp, or pressure, rail
it's all
pressure.
in the manual how to use it.
Yeah,
right?
it goes through very, very detailed in each screen and each menu.
Okay.
Because there were some of these when we first got this software. There were some of these that I didn't understand because I hadn't seen them on other kits. So I went through and read them, and it's some cool stuff. There's a lot of stuff you can play with here that I haven't even touched yet.
What were you saying number 3 was doing?
If you watch, when we switch over, right now we're on gasoline. Now watch, these will go one by one. When it hits cylinder 3, it stumbles a little bit, but then it smooths out again. So it's not a big problem, but I'm just wondering what's causing that, you know?
Could he have a big valve in that one?
Maybe. So watch.
But it's better right now, like before.
1, 2, 3. Just a little bit. Most people wouldn't notice it, but it just makes me wonder, you know, what's going on. But once it smooths out, it's idling so good right now. And so, see, now we could play with this a little bit. We could go, let's go with no delay. So it hits all 8 injectors at once. See what happens. Maybe it'll switch smoother. Is that better, you think?
Yeah, much better.
Seems smoother, huh?
For sure, smoother.
Let's leave it like that. Now let's play with fuel overlap and see what happens. See? You could tell it was injecting 2 fuels. No good. So I'm pretty happy with that. What do you guys think? For switch over, really smooth. Customer's not even going to notice. Now, if the customer was complaining and said, you know, I notice when it switches over and I don't like it, set it at 1200 RPM. So it'll only switch while they're accelerating. You've got load on the engine, they're not even going to notice at all. It'll switch seamlessly. That's when you would use this. But this is exactly what we were talking about with the cold start. If you did this with a cold or a remote start, it would switch over when it reaches its temperature, no problem. So, and that's where you can mess with it here. I've got it set at 300. We can go to 12. We can go to 15. Whatever you want. What's your set at, Wayne? 12. So he says he pulls up to a stoplight, starts accelerating, and switches over once it's warmed up. You know, from whatever stoplights you get to, or accelerating. You know, and you can use that for different vehicles. Some will have more problems. Some will have less problems. Some will run perfect. So, and that's why you have a wide variety of options there. Running good, yeah. I'm 100% confident that Curtis can go drive this right now and he won't know the difference between CNG and gasoline. So we need to do that tomorrow. What else?
Well, it all depends on if I get that clip.
Won't be before.
We're gonna have to figure out some other
Yeah. Well, we got to figure something out for that. We probably should use some clamps. In fact, we have some of Jeff's clamps left over that are for the vacuum lines, I think.